Welcome to my latest fixation. I'm Joshua, and I'm constantly challenging myself to look at this beautifully warped world through a slightly different lens. From the lonely cryptids lurking into the static to the social mysteries of the digital age, like why our online friends never quite look the way we expect them to. This is my way of deconstructing horror, gaming, obscure history, and the wonderfully strange puzzle of human connection. So pull up a chair, put your headphones in, and let's learn something. So this time we're talking about Windrose, which is currently making waves as a pirate survival RPG with some pretty punishing Souls-like mechanics. Today I'm joined by a few of my friends that not only persuaded me to buy it, but have also put several hours on the seas with me. Say hi, everybody.
Hello.
Yo, hey, what's going on?
So, before we begin, I do want to let you both know that I'm going to be compensating you today by the merchant contract that I bought for our settlement. So you're welcome in advance for that. I'm kind of curious if anyone else knew about the sort of like the name change and the refocusing during development. I don't know if y'all know about that or not.
I know absolutely nothing about that, actually.
Yeah, I only saw this as Windrose, and like there were trailers about it. I really just saw the pitch from the get-go, and I thought it was just cool on like first sight.
I think I might have
I didn't
seen this
even
like
know there was a name change.
yeah, I think I might have seen this like in passing as like an ad somewhere, like Windrose, like be a pirate, fight shit or something MMO.
It might have been me just being like, look, pirates.
Yeah, I may have like dismissed it as slop as like some random ad, but then randomly out of fucking nowhere, after not hearing about it, like 3 to 4 of my friends were like, we are now playing this pirate MMO. And it's like, well, I guess I'm now playing this pirate MMO.
Well, exactly. So originally it was supposed to be called Crosswind. And their original emphasis was actually a free MMO. And so they actually they put out a
real MMO vibe.
Yeah, literally never heard of that.
Yeah, it's crazy. Well, so they had like this whole Reddit, and they put out an official statement. I'm gonna read the direct quote real quick, which is, "We believe this change reflects the new direction we've chosen. It's more about exploration, adventure, treasure hunting, and having a good time with your friends, as opposed to a power struggle PvP, intense live service schedule, and massively multiplayer experience." I'm really glad to see the pivot, because the whole point was. A Windrose is an original name for like a compass rose, so I think it's a little bit more fitting. But what are your thoughts? I mean, I know we've all spent time just building, but there is kind of like a nice balance between that. What are your favorite parts of the game so far?
Go ahead, Patrick.
I mean, the exploration has been really huge. I feel like it has kind of an MMO feel to it now that you mention it, but it's like we managed to make like a real community, like made it kind of insular to like one server where it's just like up to 8 people. I feel like we're at 6 on a regular basis, which is pretty awesome. But I mean, what started as a bonfire by the beach has now exploded into a village with like crafting and different huts, forges. We have merchants popping up now. I built my own private dock because that's just how we do business. But I mean,
on the same island.
On the same island. And like we've also got these outposts that are kind of like cropping up on other islands.
Multiple businesses for a prospering town.
I am itching to get out there and do some more mining because, like, I mean, just there's a huge number of like side activities we could get into, and they kind of all funnel back to this outpost that we've made called Toot Island for the tutorial phase of the game. So it's like it all started here.
Yeah, and like we even like looked around for like new places to like settle, and it's just kind of like remember there was that period where it's like, okay, should we like make a base here? Is this like we're still all figuring out the game? Yeah, and then like eventually it just kind of dawned on all of us, and it's just like, nah, dude, we just kept adding stuff here and making it look cooler and cooler. And like it eventually was just like, nah, this is our home base. Like
it's so developed at this point. Like I don't know, I might go. Yeah, we put up a flag outside of one of these buildings. Like,
wait, where's the what? We have a flag now?
Yeah, I put one right outside my house.
It's official. We have a flag.
It's there. It's not going anywhere.
Yeah, but like I hope that covers like why I like the game. It's just been like very comprehensive and like it feels like an MMO, but like I don't know, I usually get burnt out on MMOs really quickly, and not this one.
Literally same. I was like still burnt out from Dune, which I loved, but I mean
that's
I've
also
said this
very MMO-y.
Yeah, they're both
More
like
so, yeah.
Oh yeah, they're both MMOs in a way, I guess. Actually, I don't know. I haven't played much Valheim. Sorry, go ahead, Josh.
This doesn't have any PvP yet, at least.
Yeah, that's right.
They did say that they're gonna. I was gonna say, they did say they're going to, because that's like when you go to the loading screen and you're choosing between the like the high seas or the comforting seas, right? Like that's the. I think
they have that feature too. It feels real Sea of Thieves.
Yeah, it does, and that's one of the things. Like when Justin, which thank God for Justin for renting us a private server.
Yeah, for real.
That just keeps adding to the MMO vibes.
Well, it kept the vibe. Actually, I would say it kept the vibe going. Because as soon as we learned that like someone had to be online to like in order to like go to the communal build space, it's like it's not really sustainable. But like if you do have a server or some other workaround or some other like game hosted like dedicated server service, like that would be ideal.
Yeah, well, and that's the thing for me. It's like I know Casey, you and I have our sort of like late night base server, but like, and I love it. It has
jelly, but that's time zones for you. Like
for real, yeah.
But it's also kind of like at this point, I don't know if I'm ever going back to the late night server. I love our
at this point, there's no reason for me to. Yeah.
I'm gonna go back and get my stuff and port it over.
I don't even have any stuff there. Like I just like logged on and like kind of collected shit and build or helped build.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, it's a cute little area, but
yeah, it's great.
I think so for me personally, I think one of the things that I love so much about it is the sailing aspect.
It is so like great.
Well, last night after everyone else like went to bed, I hopped in my ship and I was just like sailing, and I found Zombie Island. Yeah, I found Zombie Island, and that's the thing is I'm gonna take y'all to it at some point. But it really showed me just how deep the game is gonna go with this sort of mechanic of like you have drowned everywhere, but you also have like pirates, and you've got friendly pirates, but then you've got like Blackbeard's crew.
This is all early access, and it still feels like explosively big right now.
Yeah, and I was gonna say we're all still like very low level too, so it's not like we can speak about this like with any like experience. I think we're just like coming into this is like our impression. Like I mean, I think we just figured out the other day that you can even fish in this game.
Has anybody started fishing?
No one has yet, and it's just
I really want to know how it is. I'm not going to be fishing, but I just want to like reap the benefits. Because again, commune.
Yeah, I'm just hearing you list out the factions, and it's like, I mean, we haven't even explored all the map yet, right?
Yeah, and I mean, I'm sailing by the Brethren of the Coast right now. It's like they all have their unique branding and everything. I've been looking forward to selling these guys provisions, but it's like, I mean, it's really cool. Brethren of the Coast, the Buccaneers,
the Tortuga, and then the people of Tortuga.
The people of Tortuga, yeah. Yeah, no, it's fascinating.
It's like the socialist splinter faction.
Nassau historically made itself into a republic and like was trying to become like officially recognized, and the English crown was just like, yeah, right. I really don't think it was much more than an anarchic community, but like they were like, we're a republic now.
Now, do you think that we're gonna end up seeing any sort of like religious conquistador type things in this game at any point?
I mean, aside from the like mission church-esque building I'm making,
I feel like it's going to be a lot of what we bring to it.
Well, I'm kind of curious because there are some aspects of it that they really have like leaned into the historical side of things, right?
I think I have seen some like videos or some people in like late game wearing like literal like conquistador like armor and shit and like plate and all that. So I'm sure some of that's going to come in at some point.
I think our friend Ryan is starting to spec into that, where it's like, it's going to be a better fit for like his weapon style.
Hell yeah!
What is your weapon style right now? And what do you like?
Blunderbuss.
Yeah, blunderbuss for sure.
Blunderbuss. Just walk up and like hand cannon something within 10 feet.
I mean, I've been like role playing the Irish kind of like vibe, so I mean, I'm vibing with the two-hander greatsword, like claymore kind of vibe, but I gotta go with a musket for a firearm. I can't. Like they're so classic.
I mean, I have my cutlass, but like it's still about that friggin' blunderbuss, dude.
Yeah. Although a pistol would be pretty cool. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, so one of the missions I have right now, which we can do it a little bit, is actually to get an upgraded pistol, which
Nice.
I can't wait to do because then I'm gonna just craft it and share it with everybody.
I was about to jokingly say that one of my fighting styles was the hammer because have spent a good 80 to 90% of my time in this game building.
You were saying that last night. You're like, I gotta stop building and start focusing on some of the missions. But
I'm literally sailing right now because you were talking about sailing earlier.
We're gonna keep you stocked on provisions. That's the good news, and like upgrade materials.
What is the one resource that you're constantly running out of, do you think, right now?
Stone, because I'm building a church, like an
gunpowder.
Stone building. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say gunpowder for me, but yes, the stone tends to. So like, wood is super easy, right? Because we have an entire island, right? And plant fiber, sure, but yeah, I feel like stone is like we're pretty consistently running out of it.
Mm-hmm.
And I would say in early game, I felt like copper was gonna be like the hardest resource to find, but now I'm like, we are flushed with copper.
Well, it's also the thing you go for in a cave when you're like, looking at an island or something. It's not like you explore an island and go into a cave and you're like, oh, I'm going to take all this waste rock and stone home. It's like,
I mean, we do use the hell out of some rocks.
Yeah, for sure. It's just not like one of those main halls, you know what I mean? You look at the shiny rock, like copper or something, and it's like, bam, that's what I'm going for. But even like with our single, I think, like, I'm pretty sure we only have one mine in our little starting island. But I think we've mined every inch of like mineable rock in there.
I feel like every mine we come across, we hit it like a force, and then like there's some undead underground, like behind a rock or something we gotta like pick apart, and then we just kind of unleash that battle. And like, yeah, we've done that probably like, I don't know, 4, maybe 5 times now. 3 or 4.
I will say, for a game that is like just like fun and sort of lighthearted, those drowned are like somewhat scary sometimes. Like I will like break down a wall and all of a sudden 3 of them are rushing at me and I'm like, oh good God.
We are absolutely here to talk about Windrose, but like shout out to Sea of Thieves for having like some really challenging gameplay underneath all the cutesy stuff.
So I do want to say too. So one of the things I was reading about is that there is a potential of them adding like mythical sea creatures to the game. If they did, what do you think they would be most excited to come across?
I mean, the Kraken's an easy one.
Yeah.
It's also probably the most epic, but like it's an easy one. We should definitely pick that for a sea monster.
That's a hard one for me though, because like, one of the favorite things that I've seen so far in this one is that sailing is pretty much uninterrupted. Like in Sea of Thieves, like it's like, I don't know, like sometimes I just want to like smoke a bowl and like set sail and like hit the ocean for a while. In Sea of Thieves, you could do that, but then it'd be like shark attack or like Kraken or like an undead frigate is attacking or like some other crazy shit. And like, I guess you could separate that out by like, difficult waters or something like that. So like if you go to like end level stuff, like that would be pretty cool.
Well, honestly, the other night when we were sailing, that's what I thought was going to happen. When it was like turn back now and be destroyed, I was like, oh, a Kraken's going to come and swallow me up whole.
Oh, that'd be so cool.
I was looking at like weather effects because you remember that first time we were building like in the town and like that tropical storm hit and we were like, oh, this is really cool, dang. So I was like looking up info on like different weather events or something like that because it was pretty impressive. And I don't know, I'm pretty sure I stumbled on like probably what was an AI website because there isn't really a lot of good wikis out there yet for this game quite yet. There's really not like a lot of information out there. But anyway, I was looking and it's like...
Are people still doing wikis?
Yeah, it was like one of them is like tropical storm, but like out to sea there could be an even worse one like whirlpool. And even if that's not in the game, that would be cool in like an end game environment. And to be honest, like we did skirt to like the edge of the world and like shy away from it, but I'm down to do that with like 0 gear and like replacement materials on hand. Just as like a scientific voyage, like...
Yeah, like send one person out there and I'll wait at the coastline. like at the difficult waters to come and pick you up at the dinghy or something.
And that's what I'm saying. I'm sure in retrospect this is probably going to be pretty amusing and like probably entertaining and cute because like we're like, oh, I wonder what happens if you do this, and then we're still like level 5 to like 6 at best, I think.
Yeah, no, I think I just hit level 5.
Yeah.
Which is honestly kind of crazy because thinking now, at least for me personally, like I'm level 5, and so now I feel vastly more powerful than what's around our tutorial island, right? So now I'm like, cool, I can sail and not worry about it.
And yet, our fast travel point still leads back to Toot, and like
it does,
it's still
right
very
to
much
the docks.
home base. Yeah.
Well, that's the thing is like last night I was like, oh, I feel so powerful. I'm level 5. I've got this. And I went to the island where everything around you is at a base level 10, and I was like, I'm screwed.
I'm in like 10. I'm like level 10 waters right now as a level 5, and I'm like, don't look at me.
Exactly. There's just like this idea of like, just please don't perceive me.
At the same time, I love how there are like so many memes out there of like the boar as like this champion.
The actual threat.
Where's the Chad
like,
boar art?
This absolute like PC slayer. And I'm pretty sure I saw like, I don't know, it was either the company or like an advertiser or something, but like it was being like memed about as like on like merchandise and stuff on like Twitter and stuff. And everyone was joking about it's like, oh, that freaking boar or whatever. So it's like, I don't know. It happened to me the other night. Like, even though we have like pretty okay gear for our level, and pretty okay ships for our level. Yeah, no, I was still trying to like go get some stone for like, you know, the building I'm on, and I go to the mine, and then I just get like absolutely floored by like a boar, like a normal boar, just because I wasn't paying attention. And like, and it's not like one of those, I don't know, standard MMO enemies where it's like, ah, and it's like one hit and half your health is gone, or 3/4 of your health are gone, or something like that.
That hits up against a point I was going to ask, which is, you know, a lot of survival games let you sort of like cheese enemies, right? But in Windrose, if you're not careful, you could die in 2 hits.
Yeah, I was going to kind of like start bridging that over to like, you know, kind of we were talking about a few nights ago about like how, you know, people are talking about it kind of like a Souls-like game where like we have a friend who plays a lot of those like, you know, Dark Souls and stuff like that, and he's interested in this game. Kind of interesting in that regard. I never really thought that much of the combat, but it's like
have him fight the boar.
Yeah, I think there's like exactly, and that's what that moment is for. And it's like I think hammering the nail much quicker than I could.
Well, do you think that the difficulty of that helps or hurts the game?
Depends on what that's a whole game development discussion that I'm honestly not.
I think it could hurt, but it's like in this like crew, this community, like we've just kind of taken it in stride and run with it. I mean, Helldivers gets ragged on for being like crazy friggin' hard all the time, and like that's a feature, not a malware problem.
It's also been a huge like controversy in that community because of like the game development of like how hard do you make the game, like what kind of community do you want to cultivate with how hard you keep or don't keep the game.
Yeah, I feel like Arrowhead's probably had like a lot of internal discussions about that, or they're just like they'll figure it out, throw in more bots. Yeah.
Well, and I think that's the thing. Like for me personally, I like the fact that, you know, I'm squishy. You know, I mean, like if I'm blocking and if I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, as if I was actually out there trying to survive, then I'm okay, right? But if I get careless or if I don't pay attention, then it's like, oh, you're dead. Like, you know, there's not much you can do about that.
Do I like it? Not necessarily. Is it going to stop me from looting and plundering my Weasley black guts out? No, it will not.
And it's like these things would happen in like other games that are similar to this. I mean, again, I haven't played Valheim myself, but you know, of survival crafters and MMOs, like comparing them to how you would die to a newbie island boar to how you would die to a newbie island boar in this game is distinctly more like, I don't know, combat-esque focus, I would say. Especially with like the dodge mechanic. Like, come on. You have like the quick side dodge, like you might as well do a tumble roll.
Dark Souls, bam.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So it's funny you say that though, because a lot of people are calling this Valheim on the high seas. Which I could say as somebody who should
give Valheim another shot, but like this feels a little more like my speed, a little more polished. There's more combat.
Yeah, I mean, I played Valheim, and I did enjoy it. Don't get me wrong, but this definitely feels more fresh, and I feel like, you know, it's got the same sort of loop, right? Which is that like you start in a biome, you work your way up to like a threat of the island or the boss, right? And then you like upgrade your equipment, and then you go on and you sort of repeat that loop. But I think there's so much right now that it just feels so fresh and so new. You know, you were kind of talking earlier a little bit about Dune, and of course, like no shade on Dune, but I put so many hours into it, and then I immediately lost my base because I didn't have time between work to log on.
Yeah.
I fell off early with Dune because it did feel so high maintenance. It's just like, okay, well, I can't really play other games then, can I? Because then I'll fall behind or whatever.
It was in this weird place for me of like, you know, fangirling over fucking like how the Dune connection was there and how all these like decisions of like base deterioration and like paying taxes to the Landsrat and stuff like that, or maintaining your water and your base's energy level and like harvesting blood for water and stuff like that. It's like it all made sense, but like from a gameplay perspective, it was a pain in the fucking ass, and like it became like a chore just to like keep your cool little base that you made. And like kind of like you said, Josh, like I spent like fucking hours in that game, just like making the like cliffside cathedral with a burger on top of it that looked so cool. I spent an unhealthy amount of time and an unhealthy like late night hours working on this burger cathedral, and it became like a magnum opus, I swear to God. And like afterwards you could just like sit around on it, but like, you know, as the weekend ends or something, or you go back to work for a few days, you come back and it's like, oh fuck, like it's about to like deteriorate, I have to repair a bunch of shit. If I even want to like start doing something else in the game, I have to go do all these things. And it's like, dude, I have chores in real life. Like like I understand the survival crafter aspect of it, but ultimately like it prevented me from doing the other cool stuff that I love doing in that game, like exploring, which was really, really cool in that game.
Do you guys think this is more like user friendly than Dune then?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
100%. Yeah, because like there's none of that like attrition. Like you build a base, you log out, you go to work for the week or something, or whatever your schedule is, you come back, you log in a month later, your base is still there.
I feel like I don't have to worry about my like food limits because it's like if I'm hungry, I'm just going to take debuffs and I can easily fix the hunger problem. Food is plentiful.
Now there's obviously like explanations on like, you know, different like infrastructure for the multiplayer and like what kind of multiplayer you're looking for, because obviously there's no like open server where you'll see randos running around and something like that in this. It's like instance and all that. So I'm sure there's explanations in that for like why we're not seeing certain things.
And like one of the things I will say, and Patrick, you kind of like started to talk about this, and like that I will agree with. I was very concerned early on that the like hunger meter meant life or death,
yes,
right, in the game, and then only to find out it's like, oh, it's just a debuff. Okay, got it. Like to me, that feels much more approachable. Like
the punishments aren't so severe.
Yeah, and they don't need to be. It's a game, you know.
And also like the eating or drinking animation is like gulp, gulp, 2 seconds, done. You can keep moving. You can do it while you're moving. And it's like done for a good, you know, X amount of time. And it's usually something like 30 minutes or 15 minutes. It's like, okay, I can do that. And like,
I was gonna say, I like too that, you know, as you unlock more recipes, right, and you get more ingredients, the buff increases in like length too. Like some of them are like 15 minutes, but then like if you craft a higher grade food, it's gonna last you more like 30 minutes, and then it also adds bonus stats, right? Like,
yeah, that makes
just
sense.
Amazing. Yeah.
Yep, so. That's why I carry around my pocket of boiled crab soup and coconut banana coffee just in my britches.
Very badly want to try in real life coconut and banana juice. I feel like that actually.
Yeah, really no, I look at that and I'm just like, I would muddle that with like a little, I don't know, mortar and pestle situation. I am trying to imagine it like IRL though, and like I've got some pirate like garb. I'm not gonna call it costume because I can do better than that. But like I've got the friggin' like Gasparilla like Renfest gear, right? And it doesn't have friggin' pockets. Like I have to like attach a like
satchels,
a
man,
leather pouch. Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta do the leather pouches and satchels.
Add pockets on the outside. So I'm just like trying to imagine carrying any of this stuff, and it's like, yeah, you got your satchel on you. There's no way this thing is holding 10 mugs of coconut banana juice.
You gotta get a big cloth burlap sack.
The second I go swimming, it all mixes with the salt water. New drink acquired.
So I will say you kind of touched on something I was going to talk about too, which is the Pretty Pretty Princess game. And that is my one
insufficient.
Yeah.
I'm curious where you're going with it, but like, yeah.
Well, it has the same sort of, in my opinion, problematic thing that Dune had, which is that if you like the look of a certain armor, you have to go with that build, right?
Ooh, yeah.
I'm not even thinking about stats. Like even with Dune, like you get like one set of armor and you can like pick whatever color you want on that, right? Or at least you could like switch to it.
No colors in this though.
Yeah, no colors to this, at least as of now, right? I mean, because like they are developing it and everything, but that's one of the things. It's like I would love to change the way that my character looks even more so, but I can't do that unless I'm building out a specific to get the specific buffs. So then it becomes an argument.
I've seen plenty of games do it too, where it's like they'll have their charms or like their glamours that are like one type of item, and it's like it's low maintenance to make as long as you've acquired the item in real life, or like not even sometimes, and then you just slap that over your character, and then like bam, you have the aesthetic you were looking for. Dragon Age Veilguard was really good for that. Like I have mixed feelings about the game otherwise, but like the pretty princess options pretty on point.
Yeah, I feel like I should stop comparing this in my mind to Dune and more to like, Moria, or we should just have someone who's played Valheim on, because I'm trying to remember what the character customization was like in Moria, but I do remember like there was palette swapping and stuff like that, or like a dye station at the very least.
There were dye stations, but you couldn't do a lot of like glamoring, we'll call it.
Yeah.
Like you could, but the options were limited, and it was like behind DLC.
And I was going to say, remind me, because it's been a minute since I've played Dune. I knew that you could like build into stuff, but I couldn't take like, let's say the one type of armor and make it look like the sand armor, right? Like it had to be within the progression of that armor, if I remember.
That was probably for PvP reasons or something. I don't know.
Yeah, but that was like one of the things that like I was like, man, I like the look of the sand, the sand garb, but I need the armor buffs.
Or like the still suit. Is that what you're talking about?
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Yeah, the still suit. It's like I love the way it looked, and I like that I could take it and make it look like a previous version of it.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
I still wanted to like the buffs of like the rest of the armors that were not the still suits. So, and that's one thing about this that I think is if they were to ask me specifically like what I would change, I'd be like, yeah, I would love to be able to like customize the look and not have it affect the buffs of whatever I'm using.
Yeah, I don't see why there's a reason for it not to be in like a primarily PvE game.
The last couple of questions I have, because I know it's starting to get a little late, but
just when I was beginning to like piece my thoughts together.
Yeah, that's okay. I mean, we can keep talking. I don't mind.
No, that's all good.
The rested buff duration that's tied to your base's comfort level, right?
Mm-hmm.
We kind of found out recently it's increased by adding decorations, right?
Can I get like a lowdown of it? Because I literally, like myself, don't even know the system. Despite like guys, I have literally just been building in this game.
So when you go to build, there is like a decorations menu, right? And in each decoration menu has like a row with items in it, and
seating, tables, shelves, wardrobes, canopies, lighting.
You get a bonus for each item from that row that you add to your camp.
Okay.
And I think that only procs once per like row.
Exactly. So if you added 5 chairs, you're not going to get 5 comfort points. You're only going to get like 1. But if you had like a chair and a table and shells everywhere, that gives you 3 comfort points because you're picking one from each category. Yeah.
There's also the like roofed and enclosed conditions, I'm sure.
And I guess my question is, it probably sounds like I'm leading you a little bit, but I am genuinely curious. Do you like that the game mechanically forces you to be an interior designer, to be a better fighter?
1000%.
Yeah, we should talk about what's been done to the village and like aspirations and our initial.
That's a really cool prompt, though. I really like that angle. Oh god, I'm fighting a raider right now. Sorry.
You're good. Growing up, like I was primarily a console player, right? Just like it wasn't until the past couple of years that I started playing on PC, and I am going to probably aggravate some people, but I personally think that PC is superior.
Ain't aggravating anyone here.
I was not worried about my current company. I have been obviously like slowly getting more and more into PC building and things like that. I'm planning on doing an episode on that at some point. So one of the things I did is when I was younger is I used to play like The Sims, right? Like that was something I would just been hours on, right? Just like building stuff. I honestly didn't even play for the story. I played for the building. And I have to say, for me, that's one of my favorite things about this game is you're taking this like sort of perfect combination of open sea exploration, kind of cool fighting system, and then you're also adding in like this interior design. And I think it's why I think I've already put like 70 hours into this game, and I've only had it for like a week.
Yeah, I don't know why. Like, and like with all of that time, I had spent with like the level 1 building materials, so it was like thatch and like sticks and shit, and like
I just found the blueprints I can buy for stones and planks, and it has like timber pillars and stuff.
Oh, it's so game changing.
Yeah, I didn't buy it yet, but like
it's so great.
Also, some people are taking to this like fish and water and are just going hog wild with the building. And like, I'm just in awe of it right now. I'm just trying to explore.
Which is like, it's bewildering to me, because it's like something I feel like I would be doing in a game like this. And yet here I am building instead of like sailing.
One of the things that I think is really funny is like you do have all these like different, like Patrick is out there exploring and everything. And like you and I are building. I've got to honestly say, like, I think I spent a good hour last night flattening out that alleyway.
Yeah.
And what's crazy is I had so much fun doing a menial task that like should not be that much fun. And so it's just, I'm right there with you. It's like, I thought for sure, I was like, oh, I'm going to go sailing, listen to sea shanties constantly.
Right. You're going like hitting the seas and stuff like that. But I would say, as like a good segue, is that I think something doing a lot of the lifting for like, why the hell am I spending so much time at port, just like building stuff, hanging out. The music is like surprisingly really good for a game like this.
So good.
Like surprisingly atmospheric, even when you're not exploring. But there's something about that building loop that like I can hear that in my freaking sleep now. Like it's like a pretty
really? It's that good?
I mean, not really. I mean, I'm exaggerating.
I mean, you're enjoying it a lot, though.
Yeah, it's just, well, it's like, it's one of those, like, it's an earworm that you don't have a problem with because it's that good. It's like, I'm not, like, going to actively seek it out, but it's like, oh, yeah.
A rare find in these times.
Yeah, you're just, like, vibing to it.
It's also really cool, too, though, because I don't know if you've noticed this yet or not, Casey, but you could be, like, building in your camp, right? And then you can walk out to the woods to grab more supplies, and the music changes.
Yes, it's very environment-based. So it's, like...
loops into itself, so you don't even really notice.
There's really good, like, fade-ins and fade-outs.
I don't think I've noticed until you said something.
Well, yeah, it's like when you get on your ship, like the music changes. When you start sailing, the music changes.
It is really funny though. Like I just hit the wheel and like it went from like, all right, let me go to the next island. I'm gonna sell some stuff and just kind of like doing the survival like work and grind. And then it's just like brass section starts up, like guns out, and I'm just like, whoa, chill. We're just gonna go sell some rum.
Well, it's also cool. It changes depending on the time of day too, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
I just think that's so cool. And it's all, I don't know. There's so many good things about it. I mean, Casey and I the other night were like literally sitting on Ryan's roof.
Yes, the tropical storm.
Oh, it was so pretty.
That was really cool.
I don't know if I've been that relaxed like in a while. So it was just really, really nice to sort of just.
It is hard to beat the like shore break, gentle lapping of the ocean, watching like a tropical storm from a cabana lean-to. It's pretty hard to beat that vibe, and I guess
they got a really good thing going with the atmosphere. I agree.
Yeah, I guess on that, I will say, like I said the first time I saw this, when I was watching somebody stream it, I was like, that's some of the best shore break animation I've ever seen. Just like the little like gentle lappers, like it looks really good.
Well, and the footprints in the sand, and like there's just
I haven't noticed that.
Sort of, oh yeah, when you walk, it like actually, yeah, it's amazing. No, it's just there's something really wonderful about it, and I will leave us with this, which is one of my favorite things in the world is to watch everybody park their ships.
Yes.
Because there's like a definite amount of skill involved that I have not succeeded in yet.
But the fact that you have not succeeded or whatever, and the methods you've used to overcome that have inspired me so much to start doing what you do in doing the thing I joked about.
Which, dropping a dinghy down and riding it in the shore.
Actually riding your dinghy or cutter or whatever you want to call it to the dock and having your ship be moored out in the harbor, despite us having like an industrial wharf set up.
I just did it from my like private dock to the industrial wharf, and yeah.
Yeah, the fact that we have like a harbor, industrial wharf. I'm about to make like a trading post set up. Like, it's so good.
Awesome. Well, guys, thank you so much for joining. Seriously. Yeah, like I definitely we'll try to sit here and figure out a part 2 here soon.
Yeah.
And we'll
thanks
talk
for
about
entertaining my incoherent, interrupting rambles.
Oh yeah, anytime.
Anytime, dude.
Seriously, it's honestly so much fun.
Yeah,
I was really excited when you both said that you wanted to join. Because like I kind of said this, but the point of this podcast is sort of help me come out of my shell a little bit and to do it with homies, right? And to do it with people that like are as excited about this stuff. It makes it a lot less daunting. So thanks so much for that.
Yeah, glad to be here.
Absolutely.
All right, y'all. Let's all say bye, and then we'll hop back on over and join the seas.
Bye, Craig.
Yeah. Bye, everybody. Bye,
oh my
Craig.
God, Craig. Bye, y'all.
And with that, the curtain closes on this week's obsession. Thanks for pulling up a chair and diving in the deep end with me. If you'd like to feed the machine and support this strange little show, you could find our tip jar links in the notes below. It's never expected, but it goes a long way towards keeping the ghost happy. And while you're down there, please follow and share the show with another beautifully bizarre soul. It really is the best way to help our corner of the static grow. Have a dark history footnote, a lonely cryptid, or digital mystery you think I need to absolutely fixate on? Send your thoughts via carrier pigeon, or just reach out on Instagram at MyLatestFixationPod, or email me at MyLatestFixationPod@gmail.com. Stay curious, stay obsessed, and I'll catch you in the next one.